We're with Debbie Dooley and Jackie Harling Walker. She is the chairman of the 14th District in Georgia. Okay, Jackie, so tell us what's going on. First of all, you guys got another slap upside the head last night, and you lost a state state representative special election outside of Athens. Trump carried it by 12. You lost that, along with the losses you've racked up with the PSC. Debbie, I'm going to start here. What the hell is going on in Georgia? Why are you losing everything? Debbie, you there? Okay, I'll go to Jackie. Jackie, what's going on? Why are you guys losing everything?
Well, first of all, I just want to say thank you for having me on today. Georgia is in currently a code red. We're in a code red. We are about to lose it all if we don't get our act together. And we have special election after special election. Those are killing us. Midterms are hard enough. Typically, whoever wins the presidency has issues in the midterms already. And we are compounding that with people who we elected to serve their full terms, stepping down for various reasons. And that is creating the show that we're currently in.
Well, Jackie, let me just say this. For those of you that can see Jackie on screen, I love your backdrop. I love your beautiful Christmas tree. Merry Christmas. He is risen, and the birth of the Savior. But I love your tree. I love your backdrop.
And, thank you. I'm in my living room, and it's not fully decorated yet. I just came back from Washington and just got it almost done. We're almost done.
Well, listen, Jackie, let's talk about the 14th district. I mean, Georgia's, the whole party now is in disarray, right? I mean, you got this a kid that was assistant secretary that's been on my show. He's getting all kinds of trouble. I don't know what the hell's going on with him. It's not good. You've got other people in the party, not good. You got Josh McCoon is under fire, not good. And now you're in disarray. You can't get your early votes out, not good. You got shellacked in the PSC elections. These are races you've always won. You guys got killed. So, I mean, I'm looking at this saying to myself, you know, Mike Collins is the favorite in the Senate primary. There's zero chance he beats Ossoff. That puts Ossoff in there for life. Like, what are you guys doing in there?
Well, you know, the Republican Party, it consists of unpaid volunteers. So who have jobs and lives and families. And, you know, to organize everybody to be on the same page all the time is a challenge. It's always been a challenge. It's always going to be a challenge. One thing I have to remember and remind everybody that I serve a living God. I serve a God of miracles. And that's good because we're going to need a few. But you threw a lot of things at me there. Let's try to take it a little bit at a time, one at a time, so I can answer them thoroughly. We're always going to be human, and we're always going to have frailties and problems and issues and controversies. And it seems like, you know, in this social media day and age, everything is a gaslighting opportunity. Everything is a clickbait opportunity.
You lost Jackie, conceptually, that's fine. You just lost a special election in Athens in a Trump plus 12 district.
Yes, it's horrific.
You guys are getting your head handed to you. I mean, there's got to be change. Something is going on. It's not good. You're not going to beat Ossoff. And look, I'm for Derek Dooley because I think he's the only candidate that's got a fighting chance. You guys nominate Mike Collins, you got to get blown out, okay? The guy can't win. So you guys got a multitude of issues in there. Let's get to the phone lines. Let's get to Pat in Buffalo, New York, line 2. Pat, you're on with the Peaches. Go ahead, Pat.
Hi, I'm so glad the Peaches are there because my question is about Marjorie Taylor Greene, and I want to know, did anyone say to her, okay, don't run again, just keep the seat, it's safe, until the next election, then don't run. Why is she different? Why did she have to step down?
I'll give that one to Jack.
And I agree with that. She should have, if she cared about this country, she would have said, I'm not going to seek reelection. It's been an honor to serve the 14th, but I'm stepping, I'm not going to run again and still vote and all that. But she did not do that. She just took her marbles and went home and is apparently intent on inflicting as much damage to President Trump going out that she can.
May I
Jack,
respond?
yes.
Um,
And
First of
by the
all,
way, Jackie, this is the first time you're on the Peach Crew. This is loose. Just jump in. Don't
okay,
wait for me or Debbie. Just you got something to say it. Go
okay.
ahead.
So I'm a strong Marjorie Taylor Greene supporter. She has been my congresswoman, and I have been proud of her. I'm not going to agree with everything anybody that I support and love says or does, including my husband. So I'm not a purist. I don't expect everybody to do exactly what I think they should do at all times in order for me to support them. We can't know. I believe her family was threatened. And as a fellow mama bear, there's pretty much nothing I wouldn't do to protect the safety of my family. So, you choose your family all the time. You
Yeah, but
choose that
her kids
first.
are grown and out of the house.
Yeah,
They're
my
adults.
my child is 23, and as long as I've got breath, I'm going to do what it takes to keep her safe.
All
So
right.
age is doesn't matter. It doesn't
Okay.
matter.
Got it.
I obviously I was very very upset when I heard that she was resigning. I was devastated. I was crushed. I have defended her. And will probably continue to. I mean, I don't agree with everything. I wish she had not resigned. Don't get me wrong. It's rocked my world. I was the just the Walker County Republican Party chairman now, and I was the first vice, so I had to be step into the role of acting chairman, and that's going to be made permanent this evening. It's a big deal. We have a big fight ahead, and the challenge is getting the voters out. I think if they know about it, they'll come out and vote. We've got to get to
Well,
those
maybe you
voters.
can set a model for getting the voters out because you're not doing it. The Georgia Republican Party's not doing it. The apparatus isn't doing it. They didn't do it in that district in Athens. So you're not getting out crap. So maybe you can set the standard, Jackie. Maybe you can be the model that everybody else can follow. When is
I'm
the
going to try. I'm,
when's
I'm going to try.
what's the date of the special? Has
Okay, so here's the deal. The special, there has been information put on the Georgia Secretary of State's site, and they say the date is March 17th. But according to Georgia law, the governor is the one who sets that date, and he can't set it until 10 days after she resigns, which is January 5th. So I'm putting in from as the district chairman, I'm putting that information out there, but
right,
I put it with a disclaimer
right,
at the top. I
right,
added that. Like,
right.
this is from the Secretary of State's
Right,
office.
but look, I'm sure that Brad talked to the governor's office and they agreed
Yep.
on March 17th. I mean, I'm sure they had a conversation. They're in the same
I'm
party.
assuming that too.
Yeah.
I'm
So
hoping so.
March 17th. So when is your primary? How's that work? Is that convention or what is that?
It's
May.
a jungle primary.
Yeah.
It's a jungle primary.
So
It's a
Democrats,
nightmare.
Republicans, they all get in March 17th, and then you're going to
Yes.
get a runoff of the top two. So basically, it's going to
Yes.
be
Yeah.
the top two Republicans. Okay, let's get to phone calls.
Oh, no. Let me
No,
let me interrupt you there.
go ahead.
Let me interrupt you there. You told me I could, so I have
Yes.
permission.
Yeah.
With a jungle primary. So what we've got right now is we've got everybody that ever had any political aspirations or have a cell phone entering into this race.
Right.
So if we have 25 Republicans
Right.
in this jungle primary and we
Right.
have one Democrat,
Right.
what do you think is going to happen? there's a
You're gonna get
very good chance of a Democrat being in the runoff.
okay,
And we've seen the turnout be low.
But then the
I'm sorry,
Democrat
what?
will lose because you're going to get the
Right.
votes out. You just said that, right?
You know what? I
think
said I'm going to do my darndest.
No, it's not doing your best. There's a winner and a loser. We think you're a winner. That's why you're the chairman. That's why you're acting chairman. Go, you got to go get out the votes. Like we got to get 26 votes here tomorrow in Indianapolis. 25 doesn't do it.
Overconfidence in the Republican voter base is what keeps people home.
Good point.
Okay, and let me interject here. One thing that the Athens State House election showed is that, and this is nationwide, Miami, Democrats flipped a seat in Miami, a seat that was red. The Republicans need to develop a plan, and they should have developed it years ago to do better about getting voters out when it's a special election. Now, these seats that were flipped during a general election, normal general election, Republicans will take them back. But one thing the Republican Party has to be better at is getting our voters out in special elections.
Well,
And
Jackie's going to do that. Jackie's going to lead us. Jackie, you're going to lead us out of the early vote special election wilderness in District 14. You're going to be the shining light example of how this is done, Jackie. You're going to be the one. Jackie, you can save America all by yourself in the 14th district. It's all on your shoulders. But look,
no pressure.
Got that Christmas tree behind you. So that's a good thing, right? You got some angels there. You're gonna need it. Let's get to the phone lines. Let's get to Bud in Canton, Georgia. Bud, line 1, you're on with the Peach Crew.
Oh my God, John, we are in such trouble in Georgia. It is such a cluster. I mean, let's look at what we got. We got a governor who's got a candidate who hasn't voted in 20 years. We got a Georgia State Elections Board, which I would go back if you can and watch that yesterday, that meeting where Fulton County lost three poll tab receipts and poll pads. They lost 3 poll pads where nobody even knows where they're at. But somehow they have a company who can erase them and shut them down. I didn't think you could access a poll pad electronically. We got 10 missing poll pad receipts along with 138 that weren't even signed. How is Josh McCoon and his group doesn't get the training out to a poll manager who doesn't know how to sign poll receipts? That'd be like me taking Josh McCoon's credit card, going to a restaurant, ordering a bunch of food, and then when the waitress brings the credit card receipt, I don't even go ahead and sign it. I mean, it's ridiculous. We need change at the top. We got our biggest donor who's putting in a request to that if anybody even speaks up about the Republican Party, that they want to kick us out of the party. I mean, it's just, I could go on and on and on. The Frost, I don't know why the Frost are even listed. I don't know why they don't get out of Coweta County. We got conventions that are just a truck wreck. I mean, it's so pathetic. We need new leadership. We have no confidence in the Republican Party, and then you've got pretty much everybody that's running in our party were the same ones that screwed us in 2020. And then we got Republicans in Georgia, rhinos, who have passed bills that we have to certify every single election, no matter what's wrong with it. It's hideous. Y'all need to get your crap together. You're not going to get the grassroots. We need the only thing that's going to shock Georgia is we need to replace the people at the top of the Republican Party. That's it.
Well, and let me interject here. You mentioned something about Derek Dooley. Derek Dooley can win the general election. Mike Collins will never defeat Ossoff. He's got a ton of baggage, and in fact, it was released that the YR Club in New York City, the one that had all those awful racist, anti-Semitic text messages that were leaked, Mike Collins is going to speak to that group on December 13th. He is going to this group of YRs that, sent these horrible texts out.
Debbie,
And I
you
do
never miss,
believe that the
you never miss
GOP needs
you
to
never
up
miss an
their game.
opportunity, Debbie, to throw Mike Collins under the bus. Okay, so I get it, but we're not talking about Mike Collins. And basically, what Bud said is, what did you say, Bud? That look, and I'm supporting Derek Dooley. I've endorsed him, right? But you've got a right to say what you say. What do you say? He hasn't voted in 20 years. I mean, I asked him that question on my show. I mean, he said he was coaching football. He was busy, I guess. I mean, it's not, it's not helpful, right? I mean, you're not going to put that on top of your website. I'm Derek Dooley. I'm running for U.S. Senate. I haven't voted in 20 years, but vote for me now. I mean, obviously, Bud, you're not going to put that on your Facebook page. You know what I'm saying?
But Derek, because Derek Dooley does not have baggage, he does not have a record that the Democrats can attack. I think that's a good thing, the fact he does not have a record. But he has been dealing with kitchen table issues as a recruiter and as as an assistant coach.
Oh, that is good.
For
Hey, Jackie,
programs.
what you just heard from Debbie there, that is Debbie. That is like classic epic spin. I love that. Here's what Debbie said. Let me interpret. The fact that Derek Dooley didn't vote for 20 years is a good thing because we don't really know how he voted, so he has no baggage. I love that's okay, Debbie. That's good.
Okay, so I would like to interject.
We love you,
We
Debbie.
we,
We
we
really
have
do.
lots of time. We have lots of time to talk about Derek Dooley and
I
Mike
gotta
Collins.
stop
We have
laughing,
lots
Jackie.
of time
Hang
to
on.
talk about
Hang
that.
on, Jackie. I want to take you seriously, but I still got to get over the Debbie Dooley spin on Derek Dooley. You haven't voted in 20 years. That's a good thing because you have no baggage as a result of not voting. I've never heard that. That is a classic
Well,
all time. Go ahead, Jackie. Now
I think you should vote.
See it.
I think that people should vote if they want to be taken seriously as candidates, because if you don't care enough about your country to get to the polls, I'm not sure I'm gonna rely on that person. But I'm not here to talk about Derek Dooley. I'm not here to talk about Mike Collins. I'm here to talk about the House seat that we lost, and I'm here to talk about how important it is for the voters to wake up. Yes, we have Donald Trump in the White House, but we automatically go to that celebratory, complacent, oh yay, Trump is going to save us. Nobody is our savior except Jesus, okay? And Donald Trump's in the White House, but the midterms are coming up, and right now our emergency situation, our 5-alarm fire here, is the special election to replace Marjorie Taylor Greene in the 14th Congressional District House of Representatives seats. That is what I'm focused on. I'm laser focused on that because that is the most important thing that I can do to save the Republicans. We have a nothing majority, and I supported her. I will always support her, but she's gone, and we have to make the right choices. We have to be calm. We have to try not to be gaslit by every headline that pops up. We have to be laser focused. I've got people on the district committee that are working on getting voter data to our volunteers. Everybody's going to become a precinct captain. We're calling voters. We're knocking on their doors. We're engaging with them. We're involving with them. I see myself as, this is war. I was thrown into this situation, and I have to lead my precinct army, and we're going to battle, and we can't lose this. We cannot lose this. We have to, and I'm not going to blame anybody. There's rules and regulations and procedures that govern who can do what. So when something bad happens, it's not automatically, well, it's this person's fault. We don't live in that type of situation. We are ruled we have things we have to do by the book.
Okay, you're focused, right? I mean, you're
laser
focused like a
focused.
laser.
We've got to get the
Can I
vote
get you
out.
on a plane and fly you here to Indiana for the next 2 days to help me get 26 votes? I mean, you're the kind of person we need here. Let's go. you got it going on. Jackie Harling with us. She's the
I'm surrounded by wonderful people in my district. We are the Mighty 14th. We're called that for a reason. And we love God and we love our country, love our freedoms, and we love
all
our
right. Well,
families.
you got to get the early vote out. March
Absolutely.
17th, Jungle primary.